'Twas 3 nights before Christmas, and all through the warehouse, every creature was scrambling and pulling their hair out, for 1 day delivery was too much to bear. But of workers' rights, Jeff Bezos didn't care. But up to the north, where the snow never melts, the warehouse wasn't the only place where Amazon pressure was felt. For 1 day delivery was entirely too fast, so Santa decided to shove his boot up Amazon's ass.
So it's December 22nd, and you are at the North Pole, and all of you, you're not toy makers. You're the elves that Santa calls when Santa needs a problem solved. And so you find yourself, you see that you've all gotten an alert that you're supposed to go and meet up with Candy Cane. She is going to brief you on your upcoming mission, and as soon as all of you start to arrive into the briefing room, you can see that there are some kind of plans that are spread out across this table, and in each corner, instead of like thumbtacks or something to hold it, there's a candy cane like jabbed in either corner to, keep the map open. And Candy Cane looks at you and she says, all right, so here's the problem here, all right? So we have had a breach in the agreement. As I'm sure all of you know, Santa and Jeff Bezos have had an agreement for a long time that Jeffrey would keep himself to only delivering in 2 days. That's as fast as he would do it. But he's not anymore. And so what I need you to do is I need you to shut down the Amazon. Not the rainforest. Please don't do anything to the rainforest. We're fine with them. We're talking about the corporation with which the head of the corporation we had an agreement with that he was only going to make deliveries as fast as 2 days. And now, something about drones and next day? That's infringing on Santa's shit, if you understand what I'm saying.
That's our turf. What are they doing? Who do they think they are? Think of messing with Santa Claus or they get my claw. One good one.
I'm a 400-pound grease ball with one arm.
Oh my god!
And I shake that one arm vigorously.
They're gonna get the claw.
The white claw.
Boo!
What are you talking about?
That's awful, and I hate you. Do you have any questions, or should I continue with the briefing?
I got a question.
And I unzip my suede tracksuit a little bit, showing off just a bushel of hair.
What you doing after this, Candy Cane?
I'm going to kill myself.
No, forget about it. Come, continue.
You should zip up. You'll catch cold. It is chilly in here.
Do you want me to report him to HR? Because I will.
So here's what I need you to do, okay? There is an entire warehouse filled with these experimental drones, and I need you to make them disappear so we can send Mr. Bezos a message.
Demetri raises his hand.
Yes.
Since he can't see, he's kind of trying to look in your general direction, but he's sort of off by about a foot or two.
What if
We take these drones back for our own research and start making our own drones.
That's not the mission. The mission is get in the Alpha Pult. The Alpha Pult launches you to the Amazon warehouse. You destroy the drones. You figure out a way to Alpha Pult yourself back. And bing, bang, boom. Bing bong.
Which warehouse? There's like 20.
What do you mean there's like 20?
Well, obviously we are going to warehouse that they aim us at when they send us the thing.
Boss wants me to whack some drones. We whack some drones. But can I whack any Amazon employees, any Bezoses if I see them?
All Amazon employees, you have a license to kill.
All right.
I do a fist pump, and I zip up my suede tracksuit. I'm ready for business.
Dimitri raises his hand.
Yes, Dimitri.
He looks in the wrong direction again.
Can we take the sleigh?
You're going to take the Alpha Pult, but you can stop by Ferrero Rocher's office, and maybe Mr. Rocher has some experimental equipment you could bring with you.
But maybe we take photo in front of sleigh, huh?
You can take all the photos in front of the sleigh that you want, but just know it's not moving until Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Of course, Kane. We understand.
Oh, we get to take photos. Camera.
Is that everything?
That seems about the long and short of it.
Very well.
And I'll start moving my cane towards the door, swinging it back and forth.
Is anybody going to help Dimitri find the door, or are you just going to kind of push past and
Yes.
do what you do?
I'm abnormally short, so if you take my hand, it looks like you're walking a little kid.
Come on, Dimitri. We can do this.
As soon as I get outside, I say,
We should take the sleigh.
The sleigh does not move until Christmas Eve. You heard, Candy?
Candy does not have to know.
I like the way you think.
Errand may only have one arm, but I happen to know he is good pilot.
One arm and two big nuts. Let's do it. She don't need to know.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Come on, you pansies. You always do what you say. Are you afraid of being on the naughty list? We don't get presents. We get paycheck.
Hey, you do not talk about the list. The list is serious business.
No, all right. I'm just saying, we don't have to worry about anybody knowing. All right?
Don't try to justify yourself now. Come on.
Alright, Elrond, lead the way.
and I will gesture to the wrong direction.
No.
I will guide you with my one arm.
You're just holding on to the end of my cane.
Hold on, we take a breath.
I'm 400 pounds. I'm tired.
Hold on, breather. You got any candy canes on you?
What the fuck is happening?
You wish you had a candy cane on you.
I do, but I don't think you need any more.
I just have short cookies.
Gingerbread.
What the fuck does short cookies mean?
You know, they are short cookies.
Okay,
Try one. Yes, you a sugar cookie.
we're going to the special weapons facility.
Yeah, you're going to go see Ferrero Rocher?
Yeah.
Okay.
With a name like that, how could we not?
So when you go down the hallway and you pass a bunch of doors that you almost never go past or down towards, because I mean this is kind of the experimental area of Santa's workshop, and you can hear that there is some banging and some like whirring of machinery and things like that, and You go and you kind of push this door open. It's kind of like already halfway ajar, and you push it the rest of the way, and it creaks loudly as it opens up, and you look inside, and there is just this large room, and the majority of the walls are just hooks with various weapons on them, and like they all look like they launch some sort of candy. But I mean, like, some of these are, you know, like automatic crossbows that shoot sharpened candy canes, and you notice that there are these small little, like, pistols, but they're not really pistols because it looks like they have a magazine of everlasting gobstoppers in them. And so, like, but I mean, also, you know, with enough velocity, that seems like it could do some damage, and you, look, and you're looking around for a little while, and eventually you see that there is this old-looking elf. He's got this long, kind of scraggly beard, and he squints his eyes at you, and he says, "So, you're here for the mission, are you?"
That is why we are here, yes.
Perfect. So, what are you thinking? You want some explosives? You thinking just small firearms? What are we thinking here?
Something discreet and stealthy.
Wait. We want something with some range, alright? We're going after drones. They might fly. I can't jump very high. I want something with range.
Oh, do you have grappling hook gun? Oh, yes, like Batman.
I already have a grappling hook.
No grapple on Earth could propel Elrond.
What do you fucking say? Is that a fat joke? You want some of this? Come on, bring it on.
There's certainly enough to go around.
You fucking goomba.
Here's a fruit leather knife for each of you. I call it a fruit leatherman.
Fuck.
And here is a gobstopper pistol for each of you. And then my favorite, and he'll pull out like these little packages, and inside it looks like they're kind of filled with jelly, but something is sort of like floating inside of the jelly, and he says, "And these are sticky bombs. Remember, you only have 15 seconds from when they're exposed to the air from when they explode." And he will give you each one of the sticky bombs. And they smell a lot like grape jelly, too.
Yo, do you have just like a regular candy cane for Dimitri? He's walking around. He doesn't know what he's gonna bump something. He needs a cane. He can't see shit.
He'll like go and start rummaging through things, and eventually he'll find a large enough candy cane for Dimitri to use as a cane if he would like.
It's like a sword cane that's always unsheathed.
Yeah.
There you go, you bastard. Quit bumping into me, alright?
This will come in handy.
And I swing it around towards Elrond.
Whoa.
Hey!
Save that for Amazon.
Alright, off we go to the sleigh.
Oh, I see what you did there. You said the one sleigh, and but the other sleigh too that we do with these gobstopper guns, huh?
I stare in the wrong direction blankly.
Good talk.
What the fuck? Okay, so as you start making your way towards where the sleigh is kept, it's also where the stable is, where all of the reindeer that pull the sleigh are at, and you would see that Reese's Pieces is guarding the stables and the sleigh, and he's kind of just leaning up against the far wall, staring out, and he kind of gives you that upward nod as you get closer in.
Reese's!
What are you guys doing here, huh?
We've been tasked to take down Amazon drones. Top secret mission. We need the sleigh.
I haven't gotten any word that the sleigh's going out.
Not again. Oh, the efficiency in this place is terrible.
You know how bureaucracy is.
Anyway, no time to waste.
Exactly. It never works the way it's supposed to.
Quick question. Have you gotten any new reindeer besides Rudolph? He's getting very old and slow.
Well, yeah, but they're not fully trained. That's a dangerous way to go.
We have the need for speed.
All right, well, here's Sephiroth, and I don't think you're gonna like him.
Why the name? That seems very out of place for the rest of these reindeer. Sephiroth? Is there something wrong with him? Does he only have one leg?
I don't know if you've noticed, but the big man hasn't had as much to do with the reindeer lately, and he was letting, I think it was Hershey, named the reindeer, and if you recall, he got kicked in the head a while back, and he hasn't been right since.
I fucking can't.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought they retired him. I thought he was somewhere else. I thought he was taking I don't know. I thought he was on paid leave this time of year.
Well, the problem is Hershey left a little Hershey in Candy's office, and she decided that he could just have his old position back if it meant that, well, he would stay away.
All right, that makes sense. We'll take Sephiroth, I guess.
I'm thinking that it's probably a good idea that you take all new reindeer then, because, well, the other ones, they have to be in tip-top shape once Christmas Eve hits. So, here's the deal, all right? I can give you Sephiroth, Master Chief, Donald Duck, what the fuck? And Steve Irwin. And that's the best I can do. This is what happens when I come up with an entire game premise, smoking weed with my cousin outside of my aunt's house.
Oh my gosh.
Elrond tries to pet Master Chief, and after Master Chief gives him a snort, he's like,
Hey, hello, what are you doing there, buddy? It's easy, all right? Hold on. You got some spunk in you. I like this one. Reese's Pieces, let's do it. Strap these boys in, we're ready.
All right, well, I need you to sign them out. And he'll go and he'll grab this really long piece of paper where there's a bunch of stuff that's written on fruit leather, and he'll hand you a small, like, knife where he'll ask you to carve out your name into the fruit leather, and you can feel free to eat the pieces that you carve out of it if you want. It's up to you.
oh, I do.
He's like hooking up these reindeer, and they're like frothing and kicking and like fighting as he's doing it. And he's got like one of those long animal catcher lariats that he's got like around its thing, so he can have like a long distance of pole in between him and the reindeer. And you guys are about to take these motherfuckers out.
Dimitri takes the knife and he just makes a big X for his name in the fruit leather, and so the flaps just flopped open.
Yes. Now, you should be fine because there won't be any presents, and, well, aside from Elrond, you don't really weigh that much. So I think that these deer should be able to pull it off.
Okay.
Now remember, they're trained the same way as the original ones, so the only way to get them to go is to say on, then their name, all in a row.
All of their names.
I'm sorry, what
Well,
do we
of
have?
course. How else are they going to know that it's time to fly? I would show you how, but then they would start flying, and that's not going to work out super well for us. So it's got to be one of you.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Everyone get a reindeer. I will get Steve Irwin.
Okay. I guess I will take Sephiroth.
I'll take Master Chief. Hello! he's a good one.
Then I will take Donald Duck.
You don't need to sound so downcast. I'm sure he's a wonderful reindeer.
He is not as good as Daffy.
We'll discuss this later. On Sephiroth, on Master Chief, on Donald Duck and Steve Irwin.
That honestly went just as awesome as I was hoping it would sound. And you watch as a hole in the roof like sort of starts opening up from the center, and it creates this large exit that the reindeer start pulling the sleigh up. And it's kind of an awkward trajectory at first, but then once they kind of get you up in the air, it's very steady and flat, and it takes a couple of minutes before they get going, but then eventually they're off like a shot. I mean, this thing moves fast, and even with Elrond's fat ass. Like, don't get me wrong, like, when he sits around the sleigh, he sits around the sleigh, you know what I mean? But like,
I'm trying, alright? I'm on low fat cocoa.
Sugar-free fruit leather.
That's right.
Wow.
Dimitri has his face out in the wind like the dog in the car.
I mean, you don't really have to move. Like, there's not like a windshield or anything.
Nope.
It's just a fucking sleigh that's flying.
I'm hanging over the side.
Fair enough.
If only you could see these sights, Dimitri. It's beautiful.
I can feel the sights.
Yeah, feel this.
I stick my finger in my mouth. I give him the sloppiest wet willy.
I swing my candy cane in his general direction.
You fucking bastard.
I mean, I think that with how big he is, it doesn't take much for you to whack him one.
New suede. Fuck you.
Hey, geniuses, we're trying to fly some fucking reindeer over here. Okay? If you could cease the swinging of the canes.
And cease the wetting of the willy.
Alright. I was just kidding, alright? Jeez.
I specifically spent skill points on Elrond's stats, so can you please make him at least roll piloting?
Okay, go ahead and roll piloting, Elrond.
Oh, here we go. It's a 6. A 6 plus 2. Hell yeah! Here we go. I rolled a 6, motherfucker. Wait, no, that's a 1. Never mind. I got a 3.
Don't forget you roll your d6 and another d6 for your wild die.
Okay.
You take the higher of the two.
All right, so I got my wild die was a 2, so I got a 4.
Okay, so a 4. Anytime you get a 4 passes.
Sweet.
So yeah, you do a good enough job. You have like the bearing for this warehouse that you're supposed to be heading to. It looks like it's somewhere in Washington State.
Wow, I haven't been here since the 50s.
So many microbreweries and hipsters. Oh my god. They're probably all on the naughty list. Fuck them all.
What is that shining beacon down in the center of the state? It's like the moonlight reflecting off of something round and shiny. Okay, keep it.
Yeah, you tried, bud. You tried. We knew what you were getting at. We just didn't care.
Oh, it's a ball joke. I get
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
Elrond licks his finger again and gives Dimitri another wet willy.
You deserve that for that awful fucking joke. No one cares about that guy. He's always on the naughty list. Fuck Brian.
Oh, I think I've had to watch on him for a while. He got the restraining order from like 6 different swingers.
All right, I'm cutting all of this out.
all of a sudden, Candy comes on the radio. It's not the only list that he's on.
Master Chief take a shit on his house.
Master Chief drops a nice juicy plasma grenade on top of Brian's house.
He's stuck.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Alright, we fucked him up. Let's get back to Amazon, alright? Come on! And I just whip
Yeah, let's go fuck up this Bezos character.
Another beacon over yonder.
I'm looking for beacons. Let's get down right there and go.
We will shit on every bald head.
So you do like a quick flyby of this warehouse, and there's a parking lot, and it's rather large. There's a lot of cars in this parking lot, but also there's a decent amount of like wood cover, but it seems like it would probably be a lot tougher to try and set this thing down somewhere where people wouldn't like be able to, you know, easily see it. It's a bright red sleigh with some fucking reindeer on it, so like kind of an obvious thing. So you gotta have, you know, a couple of choices. One, you can land it in like the parking lot or on one of these streets and find a decent place to park it, or you can try and bring it down in the woods, and obviously that would draw a heck of a lot less attention.
Yo, boys and Ginger. Did Candy Cane tell us we need to be stealthy at all? I don't recall.
I think she did. If I'm being quite honest, I don't listen to what she says much, so,
Yeah, she's a stuck-up broad.
Hey, don't talk about her like
You
that.
don't want these people to see you. You don't want to wind up on someone's shelf.
Rest in peace to our fallen comrades.
Alright. No elves on the shelf. Fine, we'll park in the fucking woods.
That's where we're going. We're being stealthy.
Roll me piloting, please.
You got it.
Don't fuck up, Dan.
I already forgot the D6. Alright, I already forgot my die, but it's a D6. That one's a 5. Tim says I roll again. That one was a 1.
Okay.
So 5 plus 2?
Yep, so a 7. There are a couple of close calls as you're going, you know, bringing it down, because the trees they're various heights, and so it's not as easy to just find a nice flat trajectory, so you're kind of like weaving in and out. But I mean, Sephiroth is a really good lead deer for you. Like, he seems like he knows what's going on. Master Chief is a bit of a diva, you know, a lot of pulling and snorting, things like that. Like, but Donald and Steve, like, they're pretty much falling in line with Sephiroth, and you managed to bring it down. And again, more snorting and frothing from Master Chief, but they just, you know, kind of stomp a little bit, and you can exit your vehicle.
I think if you mount him, it will third your comment.
Ew.
Gonna get on the naughty list for that one, Tinsel.
Oh, it's not sex thing, it's a power thing.
Let's go put some power on Bezos, shall we? Let's fuck up some drones.
Let's go.
One day delivery, kiss my ass.
Make people shit in bottles to get it there. What is this?
So, as you guys are creeping through these woods, making your way towards the factory, you stop at the edge of the woods, and you can see that at the doors there are these, like, short, bald, gremlin-looking dudes that are, like, guarding the doors. And they don't appear to necessarily be armed, but it's kind of hard to tell what exactly they look like from this distance. They seem familiar, but smaller.
What do you guys see?
Just some little, like, guys.
Little like me?
Are they really far away? I think they're far away.
If they are a little like me, I have a bad feeling about this.
Are you saying we're going after elves on the naughty list?
Not elves, you imbecile. Gnomes.
Those don't exist. Those are just dwarves that shave themselves for a good joke.
Dwarfs, gnomes, they're gonna get a taste of my fruit weatherman.
And I unsheath my.
Listen, let's approach this as delicately as we can. Let's try to be stealthy first. Granted, Elrond, that's going to be kind of hard for you, but for the rest of us,
What? I didn't fart. It's just the air in my folds.
Maybe he will instead be distraction while rest of us are sneaky.
Fuck you.
You go that way, we go other way. You know
No.
what I mean?
You're not the boss of me.
no, we stay together.
Well, we circle back.
How about we all hide behind Elrond?
Fucking pussies. Come on. I drove us here. I'm gonna drive us back. All right? I'm not. You need me.
I don't want to stand behind that. Too much gurgling and other noises. I'm uncomfortable.
All right, that one was a fart, but I can be stealthy.
So, are these little bald creatures? You said they look like we've seen them before?
Yeah, they look familiar for some reason.
Well, they can't be gnolls. They're not wearing hats.
Maybe they're Keebler elves.
Oh, those fucking keyboards.
Those sons of bitches.
To get back on that train, what are they doing here?
Motherfucking sons of bitches.
Messing with our turf. Forget about it.
Listen. Here's plan, okay? We say we are here on Christmas business, which is true. Then we go in, and if they insist on following us, and she does the little, thumb across the neck thing.
Yeah.
Business negotiation. I like it.
But if they don't, no mess, no fuss.
Yes. Alright. Direct me to the little men. I will do the talking. They will listen to fellow little man.
You know what? That's actually a pretty safe bet. Don't you think? Guys?
I agree, and I give a big sweaty hand to Dimitri.
Come on.
I kind of stand upright, as in like I'm some sort of flagpole or something, so they can rotate me in the right direction to start walking.
Are the rest of you going to go with him, or is he just kind of going to approach alone for now?
Ginger will go with them.
As you get close enough, you can actually overhear their conversation, and it's really weird because they're talking back and forth to each other, and they keep saying production quota SEO production quota, get back to work. And they kind of look over at you guys, and one of them just says, get back to work.
I will raise my hand in a hailing gesture and try to look in their general direction.
We are here on business. We come to negotiate for Santa.
Christmas business.
Production quota SEO? Whole Foods.
Production quota SEO. Whole Foods, no foods.
You watch as he whips out this tape gun, and he kind of menacingly holds it towards you. Whole Foods?
Whole Foods is non-GMO.
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime! Fuck Costco.
Fuck Costco! And he'll kind of put his tape gun back, and they'll both kind of nod at each other and nod back at you, and then they'll both say, fuck Costco again. And it's right then that Ginger and Tinsel, you would notice that these look like little Jeff Bezoses.
Are you seeing what I am seeing?
First he make Rocket, now he make little mini him. He is Dr. Evil.
I feel like that has to be some kind of doesn't it go against the Geneva Convention or something?
Oh, this is definitely not. He is not a lift. He is for life here. This is big time.
Jeff Bezos to the moon, one day delivery.
To moon one day delivery! Elon Musk bad! Blue Origin! Whole food.
I nod. I'll try and gesture towards where I think the door is, as in, can we go in?
The Costco? He'll look inquisitively at you.
Fuck Costco. Shitty Sam's choice.
They will open up the door for you. And so inside, the first thing that you would see is this warehouse is massive. The majority of what's in front of you look like they're shelves upon shelves upon shelves of these, like, small robotic things that have these 4 circles coming out at either point of, like, the square that's in the middle. And there's these little fans that are inside of the circles. They're not moving currently, but you would imagine that these are probably drones, but also you can hear, like, the sound of more of the chatter. You can hear, shouting of, get back to work, Whole Foods. And, like, you can hear that, like, there are people doing something, like, further down the warehouse, like, if you continue on. And it sounds almost like there might be an assembly line of some sort.
This is not very Merry Christmas making.
He makes illegal miniature Bezoses to be manufacturing drones?
You didn't get close. You haven't found the production line. You have to continue into this factory some more, past where all these shelves are, where the drones are being housed, in order to see what's going on. So you're not positive who's making the things, but you think that the mini Bezoses are probably in charge of the warehouse, maybe?
I think we should go see.
Oh, we definitely need to go see.
I have idea. I don't see so well, but instead of you guide me, I get in box. We all get in box, and somebody grab forklift. We drive where we need to go.
That, my friend, is how you got so fat. We should walk.
I'm not the fat one, I'm the blind one.
Yeah, you fat bastard. We got 2 blind ones in our party, you idiot. No, I like this plan. Instead of Trojan horse, we are Trojan elves? I don't know. I'm not a wordsmith, but it's a good one. Let's do it.
This seems to track to me.
Find us big enough crate.
Elrond tries to fit into a small box.
Elrond, you drive. We don't want to break forklift.
Hey, I'm sensitive about my weight since the beaties took my arm. Shut up!
The beaties.
You're also the best pilot we have.
Yeah, all right. I drive.
So you go over to near where one of, like, the large overhead doors was, kind of where you came in, and you immediately turn on this forklift. You turn on the gas on the back and start it up, and but as soon as you start backing it up, it makes this, like, loud beeping noise as you're doing it. And go ahead and roll me piloting. Or actually, I think there's a driving skill. This would be a driving skill.
Well, butterscotch. All right, come on. I rolled a 3. Does this require 2 hands? Because I have a hindrance. Anything that requires 2 hands, I get -4.
Oh, shit. Okay, so you're terrible at this. Because it 100% does require 2 hands. Like, to operate the fork and to...
Why would you take driving and piloting? You can't do that.
I am frantically trying to, like, hit levers and turn the wheel with one arm.
I think that... So what happens is you drive this thing, you back this thing up right into one of the shelving units, and it kind of, like, wobbles for a second, and you're staring at it, like, panicking, and then it just stops, and then you go forward, and you kind of crash into the wall, you back up again, you go forward, and then you, like, get it facing the proper way so that you can go and get this crate, and Tinsel, you would see the fork of a forklift come just crashing through the side of this box, like, right next to your face. And then you all get lifted up from just the one thing, and so it kind of like tilts you all on your side.
I'm getting the hang of it, alright? We got it now.
Steering wheel is like suffocating me because my belly's so big.
I hate this thing, fucking thing. Come on. Oh, wait, hold on tight, boys and Ginger. We're going.
So you start driving it towards this noise. Go ahead and give me another driving check, please.
Come on, D4. I'm gonna give it a kiss. Here we go. Oh, I got a 2. -4, -2.
Don't forget to roll your d6 too. You get your wild die.
Sick. I got a 4.
So -2 is 2. You like bump into a few more shelves and like you're basically kind of pinballing your way down, and you can see up in front of you that there is like this assembly line of people. Like not Jeff Bezos's, just regular people. But there are a bunch of tiny Jeff Bezoses that are like around, and you see like a bunch of them are flying on these like large drones that have these sort of like safety railings on top of them. And these Jeff Bezoses, they have like a bunch of these, they look like the Amazon arrow, and like they're these sort of like pointy weapons almost. And you see like one of the workers is putting together one of these drones, and they like look exhausted, and you see their eyes close for just a second, and one of these Bezoses takes this arrow and just jabs them right in the butt with it, and it shocks them, and they like gyrate and seize for a moment, and then they go back to like trying to frantically put this thing back together. And you just hear the one Bezos say to the other, "Get back to work. Get back to work. Whole Foods, Whole Foods." And like they just keep going back and forth at each other, just jibber jabbering these buzzwords back and forth to each other.
Tim, I feel like I have to inform you that my character has one other disadvantage. Because he's so fat, it says this character doesn't fit into the local environment. And I subtract 2, so I don't know if that modifies anything, but just letting you know.
Okay, so as you're like coming forward and you're about to like leave this area where where these shelving units are, the fat of yourself that's like spilling over and cascading over the sides of this forklift, like it like jams you in between this shelving unit, and you're like trying to go forward or backwards, and you cannot move for the life of you, and you're panicking almost, so you're like backwards, forward, and then you see though that the shelves are starting to move, and all of a sudden these 2 shelves just come crashing down forward.
Oh shit!
I mean, there is mangled steel, like you hear the screams of Bezoses and people, like actual real people that exist, and you know, you would feel bad if they were to die as opposed to these Bezoses. And I mean, like a bunch of them and this assembly line are crushed, and immediately you look up, Elrond, and you can see that 3 of these drone platforms with Bezoses on top, they kind of like turn towards you, and you hear them all yell, "Get back to work, SEO Whole Foods!" And let's roll some cards.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Elrond, you are the 4 of hearts.
Okay.
Ginger, you are the 9 of diamonds. Tinsel, you are the Queen of Spades. And Demi, you are the 3 of clubs. So Tinsel, you would be first. Then it would be the Bezos spots. Ginger, then Elrond, you had a 4, right? Yeah, you had a 4.
4 parts.
And so yeah, 4, and then Demi, you would be last.
All right. Well, Tinsel practices the martial art of jingle bells, so I'm going to take an unarmed attack.
So I'm not 100% positive that you'll have enough movement to get to, because these dudes are up on a like these drone platforms, and they're flying in the air. So like you'd have to get up there first.
Can I like climb up some of the shelves and stuff then?
Yeah, I mean, I think that that at this point you could probably try some sort of like an athletics to jump off of one and like land on their thing. So yeah, go ahead and give me an athletics roll, please.
That's a 6.
Okay, cool. So you start bounding your way up this this shelving unit, and you sort of kick off backwards, and you do a flip as you do it, and then you just land on this drone right next to this Jeff Bezos. And you can go ahead and take your attack.
Ooh, 10.
Damn. Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
It's just my strength, right?
Yeah, it's just a strength die. Nothing else. And it's just that.
2.
Okay. He is stunned. You jack him right in the nose, and it explodes in blood, and he kind of like holds it, and he's very upset, and he's whispering some buzzwords to himself as he's
hearing them jingle bells, boys.
Let's see if he becomes unshaken. Nope, he does not. Okay, so that's his turn. The other Bezos is going to he's going to throw one of his Amazon arrows at Elrond because it's a big fucking target.
No.
Sense. So Elrond does a 5 beat your parry.
Yes. Parry is 2.
Okay. 5. So what's your toughness?
Toughness is 6.
Okay, so you are fine. Nothing happens. Like, you get hit with this thing, but there's so much of you that it has nothing vital to it whatsoever. Like, it's just extra skin and fat. That, sure, it hurts a little bit, but it doesn't actually, like, do anything that could possibly be life-threatening to you because it's kind of like a piercing, but big.
If I wanted a kiss, I would have called your mother. Come on, is that the best you got?
Oh, there's one more Bezos, and that one will also throw at Elrond. And oh shit, that's a pretty good one. So that's gonna raise. That means I get an extra die. 10 this time, and you said that your parry was, or your toughness was 6, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you will take 1 wound, and you are shaken.
Oh, what's my good arm, you bastards?
And then, yeah, Ginger is next.
Okay, so Ginger is going to use the candy cane launcher and just take a shot at one of the things that one of the Bezos is riding.
Okay, so you want to try and hit its drone?
Yeah.
Okay, this would be shooting.
I forgot I don't have anything in shooting, so here we go. Cool. Alright, so that's a 1 on the D4 and a 6 on the D6, so I'm gonna...
Oh, roll the D6 again.
That's a 1.
Okay, but that's still good, though, because that means you got a 5.
Yeah.
And that does beat his parry, which means you can roll damage, which is going to be 2d8.
That's 3 and an 8, so 11.
Okay, so you take this thing and you put it onto your shoulder and you sort of like level it for a second, and you pop out this like piece of gingerbread that's got some icing that makes like a crosshair in like this empty hole that's in the middle of the gingerbread, and you line it up onto this drone, and when you pull the trigger, I mean, it kicks you back a decent amount, and you watch as this enormous candy cane that's sharpened to a point just embeds itself in this drone, and for a second it crackles, and then it explodes. You see pieces of Bezos go flying everywhere as this drone blows up.
Amazon workers of the world, unite! You have nothing to lose but your chains!
That's right. Drop your Gatorade bottles and join us.
Gross. Then we have Elrond.
The cherry jelly's spilling out of my arm. No, I can't lose this one.
Since I'm shaken, I'm gonna. This is just for flavor, but I'm gonna pull out my Fruit Leatherman and try to cut my seatbelt off so I can get out of here. so I can scramble out of this big forklift and run away half my pace from these Bezoses.
Okay.
Get it though. Get out of the fucking tight seatbelt. Oh.
So I'm just going to move half my pace backwards, and I am a fatty who goes pace of 5, so I guess I take 3 paces backwards.
Yeah, you go a little bit back. That'll make it. Demi, you're up.
Now, this is kind of a request to the GM. We'll see. Since I get a -6 to all the tasks that require vision, my goal is I'm going to try and grab the nearest box I can find with packing peanuts or packing paper. Stick a sticky jelly bomb inside. Launch the whole box with the bomb, and if it explodes, my hope is to jam up some of the propellers with packing materials.
Okay, let's do some rolling.
Oh my
Do it,
god.
Brian!
Oh my god.
So the first thing that I need you to do is make me a notice check, which will be at a -6 because it's blind.
Oh, and do I... Oh yeah, I still get that. That's a popcorn on my D6. 11 -6.
Oh shit, okay. So you reach around and you're kind of like crouched down, doing your best with the cane in one hand and just your hand out in the other, and you eventually rest your hand on this box and you kind of reach inside, and there aren't packing peanuts in there, but it seems like it's, filled with like maybe plastic and I don't know, something made of metal, but you're not 100% sure, but
Fuck it.
you could pop a sticky bomb in there if you want.
I do so.
All right, so I want you to roll me a... I think throwing is a skill, so roll me throwing.
Uh-oh.
You will have the -6 because this still kind of requires vision.
Doesn't matter, I rolled double ones.
Okay, so what
Dang.
happens is you take this thing, and when you try to bring it above your head to get ready to throw it, you actually like let go of it and it starts flying backwards, and then it explodes and around a bunch of like plastic shrapnel just like flies all around you.
Shield.
You hear this bomb goes off. It's absolute chaos in here at this point. Like, you can see that a bunch of the Amazon workers that survived the initial fall of the shelving, like, they're trying to get the fuck out of here. You see, like, a couple of people are throwing their piss bottles at some Bezoses that are trying to stop them, and it's kind of turning into an all-out riot at this point, and that will bring us back around to Tinsel. You've got a shaken Jeff Bezos in front of you, miniaturized, of course.
I am going to Walker Texas Ranger kick him to send him flying off the shelving unit that I've climbed up to get to this guy.
All right, go ahead and roll me an attack.
9.
Okay. So yeah, you can go ahead and roll damage.
3.
Okay. I mean, this time he is already shaken, and so you jump up and you spin around, and your back heel connects with his chin, and he explodes in blood and just goes flying off of this platform. Like, it's in slow motion. You can see teeth hanging in the air, and like for a second there, all of you can just watch as Tinsel's like flexing as he comes down in sort of like that Bruce Lee pose, and then eventually the Bezos hits the ground, and there is only one left, and he will make an attack at you, Tinsel, because he watched you fuck that dude up and didn't like that.
I also yell out, "Jingle bells!" as I do it.
Does a 3 beat your parry?
It does not.
I didn't figure. All right, so then that will bring us to Ginger.
Can do the same thing and just try to launch off a candy cane.
Just so you know, it's a full round to reload this candy cane launcher.
Fuck. Okay. She looks down and she's like, ah! And then just click. And she's like, oh, fuck. And she just throws it away and picks up the Gobstopper pistol. And it's just gonna go for it.
All right, roll me shooting, please.
shit. So that's a 3.
So you try and level this pistol, and you fire, and it's got a pretty decent kick to it, and it's semi-automatic. Like, it looks like the explosion of whatever's behind the gobstopper reloads another gobstopper, and you can fire this thing 3 times in a round if you want.
Okay. That one's another 3, and that's double 2s.
All right. You pop off a couple of gobstoppers, and you watch as they embed themselves into the drone around it, but it doesn't really seem to do a whole bunch of damage. Elrond, you are up.
Not like this. Not like this. And I'm gonna take out a box of Red Hots and chew them up, and then stick them in my wound to try to cauterize it.
Absolutely. The Red Hots that you get up at the North Pole are absolutely perfect for using in battle medic situations, and so yeah, absolutely. Like, you stick it in there and it burns.
The Kool-Aid stopped running. Good.
I'm gonna roll my spirit roll to see if I'm not shaking anymore.
You even pull out a little bit of maple syrup to, clean the wound first, and then put the Red Hots in.
Yes, exactly. I of course, I didn't forget the maple syrup. I rolled well on spirit. I rolled 7. I think I had +2. It's a high
You're
number.
good, bruh.
All right.
It's got to be 4 for that.
Well, I'll spend my turn doing what I just said, and that's me.
Then that will bring us to Demi. You've got 1 Bezos left that's up on this drone.
I don't know that since I'm blind, and so I'm assuming that there could be several. Who knows? So I'm going to take out this lighter that I have listed in my gear, and I'm just going to start lighting cardboard boxes on fire along the aisle.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Yeah, you do that. We'll deal with that later. We're back up to Tinsel. If you want, you're probably close enough that you could leap off of your drone and onto the other one with that guy if you wanted to.
I am 100% going to do that.
Give me athletics, please.
5.
Yeah, you do it with style too. You kind of leap over the railing of it, and you connect on the other side and roll up, and you're immediately ready to attack.
So that's a 5.
All right, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Or 4.
All right, he is shaken,
That's right, he's shaken.
and then
All the way!
okay, so he is actually going to try and stab you with his Amazon arrow. Oh, that's better. So that's actually a 10 against your parry.
Yeah, that'll hit.
What's your parry?
7.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't raise. That's good at least. So that'll be 5 damage. What's your toughness?
Oh, 5.
You're shaken.
Go! You got me!
All right, that will bring us to Ginger.
I think Ginger is going to take this round to reload the candy cane.
All right, you reload the candy cane launcher.
All right.
Elrond.
He gets off his fat ass.
You sons of bitches!
I pull out my gobstopper pistol, and if I see one, I fire.
Yeah, there's the one left. He's currently in combat with Tinsel. So,
This can't go wrong!
I rolled 2.
Fuck.
minus
Wait, I get to
2
roll that
is a 0.
D6 though.
Yeah,
So
you do.
Alright, I rolled a 4.
Please.
Minus 2 is a 2. Yeah, you just pop off. You could shoot it 3 times, though, in a round, so you can roll 2 more attacks if you'd like.
Hell yeah.
If you'd like to make sure you're going to hit Tinsel.
Alright, well, I got a 4.
Okay.
Hold on. 4. Another 2. Alright, last time. I got a 3 minus 2. I got a 1 that time.
Okay. No zeros, so Tinsel is fine, but you definitely see a couple of gobstoppers pass really close to you, Tinsel, as you're in combat with this Bezos. Demi, you're up.
Yeah, I'd just be continuing on my quest to light everything on fire.
So one of the problems with being blind and starting a fire is the only thing you can really like count on is the heat to tell you things. But I mean, it starts really quickly getting quite hot in here. And so like you're trying to, move quickly away from this. And I think that everybody else would start to notice that the majority of, the immediate shelving area around y'all is, at least to the right, is completely aflame at this point. Like, it doesn't take much to get these cardboard boxes going, and, well, it's gonna turn into a blaze quite quickly.
All that cardboard.
I think at this point, Demi, you find yourself, like, right next to a giant pallet of just boxes that don't even have anything in them yet. And you fucking light that up, and now shit's starting to cook.
It's like a flaming Christmas tree.
That will bring us to Tinsel. You're up.
All right, I got a 4 on my spirit thing, so
You good? Yep.
then I will tell him to kiss my mistletoe as I punch him in the face.
All right. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Ooh, that's a 10.
Oh, shit. That's a raise.
5 points.
All right. Yeah, you blast him in the jaw, and like you watch as it caves in. Like both sides of it just crumble, and his chin moves back towards his throat, and you hear this sickening gagging noise as he's choking on what seems to be his own tongue and maybe his jaw. You're not 100% sure, but it's pretty gory. And eventually he stops moving and making noise, and you look and realize that Tinsel is lighting this place up, and it
Demi.
is very much on fire.
Yes, you're off the naughty list now.
Ginger, you are up. What are you doing?
Okay, so the Bezos is down.
Yeah, all three of the Bezos guys are down. You see that the majority of everything else, it looks like it's happening way further on the other end of the factory where people are kind of exiting and things like that. And so now seems like a pretty opportune moment to either help Demi with continuing to burn this place, or plant your explosives, or however you want to do this. But it seems like you need to hurry the fuck up and get out of here before things get bad.
We need to start evacuating. Help get the people out. Ginger is going to plant sticky bombs under the
You
shelves.
have 15 seconds with the sticky bomb, just so you know.
Hey, Ginger, you got the bomb in hand. Should we all maybe use them at the same time? It's not much of a window of opportunity once one of those is set.
We need to get the workers out first.
Fuck, why? That's not our mission.
Yeah, and murder isn't our mission either.
As they're shouting at each other, I'm going to try and follow their voices back to wherever they are.
No, you can totally get there. That's not a problem. I'll let you go and get over there and
Okay.
talk to them.
They're far away. I'm not running over there. Forget about it.
There's got to be microphone loudspeaker somewhere.
I cone my hands.
Yo, guys, get out of here. We're gonna blow this shit up. You happy now?
I look around. Is there like a control room or somewhere where it looks like they're...
Tim stepped away, so just do it.
Well, you
just
really
fucking go
do
for it.
Yeah, I found it.
Fucking yeah.
I make another ridiculous athletics check and climb that shit.
Well, you're so acrobatic. Wow.
At the same time, Ginger is rigging some sticky bombs under the shelves where the drones were.
Since Tim is gone, Elrond is doing fucking cartwheels, and he's also acrobatically, I don't know, corralling people out of here.
Come on, the exit's this way.
Are you just like running down the aisles and sticking them and blowing them up behind you as you run or something?
Essentially.
Could someone point me to the nearest exit?
I'm just going to try and tap my cane all my way over there.
Yeah, you can start making your way down that center aisle. It takes you a little while because there really isn't, a ton of stuff. Like, you have to kind of zigzag back and forth to make sure you're not going to crash into anything. But you've been blind for a while, so it's not a problem.
Once I get outside, I'm gonna say,
Wholesale piss jug.
You see that those dudes are not in there anymore. You assume that they probably run off somewhere.
I'm just talking to the thin air.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, so you have no idea, but you don't get a response at all.
Elrond sees Tinsel talking to nobody.
Demi.
He licks his finger and gives him one more wet willy.
Wholesale piss jug.
You crazy bastard. They're gone. They ran away. We made it. We did it.
All right. Mission accomplished.
That's right. Well, we gotta wait for the others. They're still dicking around with those explosives. Come on, guys.
What are the rest of y'all doing then? You just gonna toss these and make your way towards the exit?
So as we run away, I'm gonna put one sticky bomb under the shelf that is farthest and then just fucking go.
Okay.
And she's gonna yell back, "It's gonna blow!"
I'm gonna go the same way as the workers to get them out, and then I can drop my sticky bomb as running out of the building to blow that section as well.
Ginger, you get out the same way as Elrond and Demi do, and as you guys are kind of running away from the exit, it blows up and, shrapnel goes everywhere. And right before this happens, though, Tinsel, you're sort of moving your little feet as fast as they'll possibly go across this warehouse, and you can see that, right outside of this large overhead door, a bunch of these people are sort of, standing around, and they're all, stomping on this Bezos, who's, shouting out in pain, Whole Foods! Whole Foods! Whole Foods! And they're just stomping on him, and they're all, one guy, goes over and grabs his piss jug and, dumps it all over him, and, yeah, dude, it's fucking brutal, I mean, it's pathetic the way that this Bezos is just Whole Foods! Whole Foods! My Whole Foods! And Tinsel, you drop your sticky bomb as you were running out, and it sets off this giant explosion that you don't even look at. You're not even running away at this point. You're just slowly walking as this enormous fireball goes up behind you.
And up my sunglasses.
Yeah, dude, fucking The Who starts playing in the background. It's fucking weird, but it's really cool. So where are you guys going? What's up? What are you doing now?
I pull out a box of candy canes and I start handing out sweets to the employees. All right, TK, take care, guys. Get home.
Yeah, they all gladly take them and start eating their candy canes, and you can kind of make your way back towards the other side where your friends are at. And you hear some of them, and they're like, "Was that an elf? No, that couldn't have been an elf. He was just a short guy. You can't call short guys elves. That's fucked up, man." They're having this whole argument about whether or not you can call short people elves, and it's a whole thing. And anyway,
I have a whistle in my pack. I'm gonna try and see if the reindeer will respond to it.
yeah, you blow this really loud whistle, and your friends seem really annoyed that you blew a loud fucking whistle next to them.
We could have just gone back into the woods, right? That wasn't necessary. That wasn't something that you had to do. That was something that you chose to do.
They need better training, that's what we hear. They will one day overtake Rudolph.
That's not hard between you and me. Anyway. But yeah, mission accomplished. Good luck, good job, team.
Mission accomplished!
And I raise my hand for anybody to high five it. Mid five it.
Ginger will high five you.
Please wet William instead.
She high fives him, and then when he's not expecting it, just a good wet willy. We don't do fake outs in this house.
You make your way back to the sleigh, and you can see that Sephiroth, Master Chief, Donald Duck.
These are the best reindeer names ever. I hope these are the stories you read your children at night.
I'm gonna put these on a shirt.
And Steve Irwin. And you get into the sleigh, and, well, y'all remember the rules.
On Sephiroth, on Master Chief, on Donald Duck and Steve Irwin.
I'm so glad you could do that because I can't stop laughing.
Oh, fuck. So, you get up past the tree line. Elrond, you have no problem piloting Sephiroth through the trees. You are a much better pilot than you are a driver, and eventually you flatten out and you pick up speed, and
I think we should say what the big man says when he leaves buildings burning in his wake. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Oh yes, Merry Christmas! And I wave at the birdie building.
Oh.
Wow, it was nice to spread such Christmas cheer.
Guys, we got like 30 minutes left of flying. We play a game, huh? Mary fuck kill. We got candy cane, we got Reese's Pieces, Mrs. Claus.
And Sephiroth.
No, we're not putting the deer in the game, you sick bastard.
the fuck, dude, what the fuck?
I
Merry-
really like to not think of my coworkers this way.
This is fucked up, dude.
Merry gingerbread, fuck candy cane, kill Mrs. Claus.
What?
We open up on y'all. You're getting close to the North Pole, and you can see that there is a large pillar of black smoke looming in the distance. And you look, and there's the wreckage of various drones, and there's so many candy canes, and so many elves, and so many little Bezoses. And what is this? And then, as you're about to land, you see this enormous robot, and at the center of it, there is sort of like this cage, and you can see there's a bald human in the center of it, and he's wearing this very fancy suit, and one arm is in one giant robot arm, and the other one is operating the other one, and a leg in each leg, and it makes him as though he's 15 feet tall, and there's these enormous Amazon arrows that are like in these bandoliers that hang off the sides of them, and you watch as he just shoots all of these arrows in front of your sleigh.